Hey, welcome back to Lee's Life. Man, I always catch baseballs with the glove. So we were at practice the other night and caught one right in the face. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I am installing this 18,000 lumen light that I got from Home Depot, and I haven't seen another video on YouTube of it, so I figured I'd do it and show you how it looks like at nighttime. We're not gonna do it any professional way. We're gonna kind of rig it up, so don't do anything that I do. I'm doing it kind of a jerry rig way. All right, dude, so here it is. 18,000 lumens halo outdoor lighting. It's got an adjustable base there, and it's got a brightness selection. You turn the brightness up and down. I'm gonna run mine on 6500 Kelvin and high, because I'm gonna try to light up all this backyard. Worst case scenario, we light up maybe half of it so the kids can play out here and kind of see what's going on. So here's what we're gonna mount it to. I'm gonna put it somewhere up there, either on this pole or either up there. I'm gonna go get my ladder and see how sturdy this is. If that right there is sturdy enough, I might screw it to there if I have enough space. If not, I'll probably screw it to that pole there or either that pole there. And then I'm gonna run the extension cord all the way down and into the shop, and in the shop I'm gonna run it on top of this thing I'll show you in a minute, and then I'm gonna wire it to a low light that's not there anymore, so it'd be easy to get to. So we're gonna use a trusty rock again here. Open this up with and see what we got in the box. All right, instructions first. Probably not gonna need those. Let's see, pretty good packaging so far. Got out of the way. That's a pretty good size light right there. Oh, it's heavy. So open this up, and 120 all the way. This goes to the different Kelvins, so we're gonna go all the way to 6500 and 120 watts, wide open. Screw this back on. All right, next up, let's see what we got in here. I think that might be the base. Yep, that's the base. So that's gonna go right there. You can move up and down. I like this because it's metal and not some chinchy crappy plastic, so that way it should not strip out. What do we got here? This must be the plug. I hope it's the plug. I don't know what that is. All right, so the photo sensor was in this little box right here. So I just stick it on and you turn it and it locks into place. So I'm gonna leave that on there and see how long it takes for it to come on at night. If I don't like it, what I'll probably do is put some tape over here or something, just wrap tape to where it thinks it's dark all the time. So to hook this up, we got right here, so non-dimming, we're just running it straight up. So we got black, white, and green. So green, common, ground, white is common, and then black is your line. So you won't be using these two, purple and pink ones. So extension cord, we're going to take it apart. We're going to put these together with wire nuts and some electrical tape. I'm going to wrap the crap out of them to where it's going to be waterproof. So I'm going to go in here and show you where we got to get to and get the ladder out. All right, so I already see one thing I don't really like. These wires are not going to be very long, so they're going to barely stick out the end here. So I'm going to have to figure that out. Anyway, so you got to fish them through this little hole in here. So we're gonna fish them through there right now. All right, so here's how we're gonna rig it up. This is what we're using, outside extension cord. Like I said, don't do anything I'm doing. I'm not an electrician, and I've just ran plenty of things with extension cords before, and I know that that's plenty to power this little light, so ain't that big a deal. All right, so if you wanna change the orientation of the bracket, you just take these 4 things loose and it just spins back and forth and you just tighten them back up. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. So I'm just gonna tighten mine back up and then find something to tighten this up to kind of get it to where it's not flopping around. All right, so this guy is says 10 millimeter big Allen wrench. This, I don't know what it is, but that's what fits it. Doesn't have any markings on it, so sorry viewers. It's about yay big though, so if that helps you. Probably doesn't. Anyway, so we got our 2 Allen wrenches. I'm gonna keep them with us. All right, we got our big old gorilla ladder. I'm gonna have to get out in a minute to stretch it out, so we'll get him out in a minute. So here's what I'm gonna have to do. Whoa, zoomed in too much. All right, so this is gonna be real fun. I love projects. All right, so what I'm gonna have to do is, you can't see in there probably, but I gotta crawl all the way over there and drill a hole in that wall to let the cord go through. Or I could just stick it through there and see if I could tuck it. I might try that first before I do all that, 'cause it'd be a lot easier. Then I'm gonna bring it to right over here, and I have a hot, hold on, stupid, let me just turn the thing on. So I have a hot wire here that's running to all the lights in the shop. So that's where I'm going, over there, or either, like I said, through that hole. I might just go through that hole and try to see if I can tuck it underneath the edge, the eave over here. So I don't have to shimmy all the way over there and fiddle part with that. And then, like I said, I'm gonna bring it down here, just run it down here, and then hook it into here. So when I turn the shop lights on, that light will go on. I know it sounds wasteful running shop lights, but we'll be out in the backyard for a couple hours playing probably, so no big deal. So we're gonna get down here and go get the ladder set up and go. So we'll get the ladder set up. Let's see what we got to do to mount this dog. So mounting it's half the battle. So we're gonna mount it first, and then we're gonna run the wire. So stay tuned, black eye. All right, guys, we probably, I don't know, 15, 18 feet up in the air right now. So here's what the plan is so far. So right here is where that big member comes to screw this down to. So I'm going to cut a notch in that little base plate, and to where I can have the wire coming through the base plate, and then we're going to screw down right here with some self-tapping screws, because this is just an overhang. It doesn't matter if this leaks or not, so it's no big deal. So we're going to put a few self-tappers in here, try to put as many as we can just to hold it in place. Then we'll take this wire and we'll kind of just tuck it underneath here all the way down as much as I can to kind of keep it situated, and then go over here and then run it down around. And I'm about to do that now. I'm gonna run it all the way to that middle section and down into that big hole I was telling you about. So that way I don't have to try to drill a hole in anything else. I already have a hole there, so it's not a big deal. All right, so we took this guy to this guy, did a little notch. So now our cord will fit under there, and now it'll fit flush to what we're trying to mount it to. So that way we won't have a problem pinching the cord. So otherwise it would look like that. So I have to do a little rigging to it. So we're gonna go see if we can stick her down. All right, so here's where we're at. We're gonna strip the wires to the cord. We got the wires. Ooh, I know that ain't plugged in. That felt like it shocked me. I know it didn't. Anyway, so we got these wires ready to go. Got some wire nuts here. All right, so I was gonna do this connection like this with the, and then wrap it up with tape. Well, I found a better way to do it. So we're gonna take this, wire nut this up, and shove all this up in this hole like that. And then we're gonna slide it over the pole, and nothing will be exposed to the elements. What I'll do is probably wrap a little tape around it just to kind of hold them all together, just for extra insurance, and then we'll go from there. So we're gonna use these right here. They're for putting like trailers, trailer boards on trailers. We're gonna go here and screw right into those studs that's holding the roof up. One on one side, one on the other side, and then we're gonna see if it's strong enough to hold. I assume it will be. If it's not, we're going to just shove some more screws around the edges. And just, you know, it ain't gotta look pretty, it's just gotta hold. So here we go. All right, so we're wire nutted up. We're gonna get all these together. I'm gonna wrap a little tape around them, keep them together, and shove them in the hole. All right, so we got 2 in there, and son, that's stout. So we're gonna leave that like it is. We're gonna shove this in here, and we're gonna screw these back on tight and get it adjusted. All right, so we got it up here. This is about the angle I'm gonna try it at. It's kind of going that way. I can always spin it any way I want to. So we're gonna get it dark and see what happens. I'm gonna leave a ladder over there in case I need to get up here and adjust it. So the only thing I have to use to adjust it are these guys right here. Super easy. So we got the cord. It's going under here. It's not cut. It's fine. It's waterproof. Up in here, all the goodies are in here, so it's fine. I'm gonna just get the cord underneath here, like that. Kind of keep it tucked in place. And well, you can't really see it. You're not gonna see it from out there anyway. You can't see up here, so it's not that big a deal. And I'll check this maybe after a year or so just to make sure the cord looks good and it's all fine. So anyway, so we're gonna get ready to go inside now. And I gotta hook it up to the power, and that should be it. 50 feet. I thought I needed less, thought I needed about 30. But wires coming through there. Nobody gets up here, so it's not a big deal. Wires just running across from here. And we're gonna cut this end off. And we'll stick it right in here with these wires, and we should be hot and ready to go. All right, guys, it's not pretty, but the connection's made. It's sound, and the wire's sitting up here out of the way, so no big deal. So we're about to go see the moment of truth and see if this thing comes on. All right, guys, it's the moment of truth. So it's not coming on now, I think, because of the sensor here. Let's see what happens when we cover up the sensor. Boom. We have let there be light. We have light. All right, so now we gotta wait till dark, see what kind of light it puts off. We have it angled kind of like out to there. So it's really for at night if kids want to play wiffle ball or something like that. So we're gonna see what happens. And worst case scenario, if it's not bright enough, all I gotta do is tie into that and stick another one over there right beside it. Probably like right there somewhere, and then we'll have 2. So we'll have 36,000 lumens, but hopefully 1,800 should be enough. I don't know. We're gonna know later on tonight, about an hour or so. Stay tuned. All right, so it's about 10 or 15 minutes before dark. See how bright the sky still is. Boom, kicked on. It seems pretty bright. It looks like on that far left side, those LEDs might not be lit up. I don't know. See that? I gotta look into that further. Because it's $175. I want all my LEDs to be lit up. It looks like there's one bank on the far left that's not lit up. I'm gonna look and try to see if I can figure that out. But we're gonna come back when it gets totally dark and flick it on, flick it off, and let you see what it looks like. All right, so I'm standing probably like, I don't know, 30 or 40 feet from the light. You can see it's just like boom. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like right now with pretty dark. All right, so you can see it's not completely dark, it's getting dark. There's the back part of the woods. Like you can video almost the chairs. Okay, so that's off. All right, so off. See how dark it is? Can't even hardly see the kids. You can when you zoom in, but like this is what it looks like to me right now. So they're fighting, then boom, lights back on. So it lights up the backyard pretty good. So what I like is it's got just a black shadow right here, so it doesn't really mess with the neighbors, it doesn't shine in their stuff. It doesn't really mess with the neighbors over there, but it lights up the backyard pretty good. Let's go back here and take a little look at the shadow it throws. So the big thing is, so the kids can come back here when it gets dark, you know, and play wiffle ball or play kickball or whatever. All right, so we're all the way back here in the corner of the yard, and oh, I got to hold on. I don't know why the flash is on. Okay, we're all the way back here in the corner of the yard. So it's fairly dark back here. I'm still casting a shadow. But like looks in real life to me. So there's a person. So there's a light way back there. So I'm probably 100 feet from it right now. But this camera view looks pretty much just like what I'm seeing. It's pretty close, but it's not fully dark yet either. So this is where our baseball field is set up with the net going this way. But I think once your eyes get adjusted, it'll probably be better. But it's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
Like I said, I gotta investigate to see if those LEDs are on or not that I showed y'all earlier. So if that strip of LEDs is out, because when I took it out of the box, it had a little rattle to it. So I don't know if it messed up some of the LEDs or not. But if that string of LEDs isn't working, it might be even just a little bit brighter. And for 175 bucks, I want to get what I pay for. So we're getting up on it now. I'm probably 20 feet from the concrete right here. I mean, it's like the sun up there. Like this is underneath the carport here, or the boat port. You can see like it's pretty bright. So I'll keep y'all posted on those LEDs. You can see them out there playing. It's pretty bright. If you got a smaller yard, I mean, this is big yard. I got 1.7 acres and this is probably 100 feet wide, and that's probably, I think, almost 300 feet all the way to the woods back there. So it's about 100 yards to the woods. So up in here, it's really lit up. Like the kids could really play right here, no problem. When you get back there, it gets a little darker. All right, guys, so that's the Halo 18,000 lumens from Home Depot. It's $174 if you buy it online, which that's what I did. I picked it up in the store. If you don't do that, it's $224, I think. So like I said, don't do what I did, hook it up like I did, because it's probably not the safest way to do it, but I feel okay with it. Since it's out here in the shop, no big deal. So if you got anything out of this video and it helps you out, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching.